Welcome back. We're still discussing news from the front page, all of the news that caught our attention in the past week. And we're going to switch now talking about the group I mentioned earlier when we started the show, Bado. I don't even know how to pronounce their name. Bado, I don't know. But it's apparently a very notorious cult group that has been holding the people of Ikorodu to ransom for a couple of years now. I lost count of the number of deaths. I mean, I think it was the Punch or so that published with names of those who were killed. And it's very rare in Nigeria to see that sort of thing where they write names and how they were killed and where they were killed. So I actually commend the journalists who did that work. But I mean, it's scary, and I don't even know what this group is about. Are they armed robbers? Are they agitating for anything? Why have they been allowed to exist for so long and be this deadly? What is really going on? I mean, we're hearing that a few of them have been caught, but we don't even know what the situation is because everybody there seems to be just afraid for their lives.
Yeah, the issue of the Bado boys is something that is really saddening because they're more of a cult group, you understand? And they've been perpetrating their evil deeds for a while now. And maybe because of the last few attacks that got people agitated. I'm saddened that in Lagos nothing has really been done about it, especially when it comes to how the presumed view that Lagos is well policed. It's unfortunate that some group of individuals can have access to a family and wipe out the entire family, and that has been a modus. That has been a modus operandi for a very long time now. If they have a cause, if they have rancor with just one member of the family, they go there and wipe the entire family. So if you look at it for a very long time, they've been having a field day. Nothing has been happening, even till now as well. We just heard rumors of some of them being caught, some alleged members of them being caught, and they were given jungle justice by the community, members of the community. However, it's unfortunate that presently, even the police cannot categorically state that these are the members of this
or what they want.
Now that brings back to the community, to the state police, what I said. Because if truly there's a state police, this is just a community of Ikorodu, they will know. Because if you are talking about state police, members of one of the police department will be members of the community that will be employed, not someone that is transferred from Kano, from Calabar, or someone from Ekiti, transferred to Lagos as a policeman, as the federal state police is presently constituted. To now work on intelligence gathering in Ikorodu is going to be hard. But if it's someone from Ikorodu or someone within the neighboring community, they have in-depth knowledge about the operations of these guys. So you understand why this issue comes together. So yeah. I think it's a very sorrowful one. I've been expecting a lot of assurances from the Lagos, the CP Fatai Owosheni. He has beginning some assurances. However, I think we're having more of words this time around. The Ekpe school girls has also been word and promises. Nothing has been done. So this time around, we hope. Meetings were held between the OPC and also the community leaders, hoping that they can have a joint operation. Yeah. However, if those guys are not brought to justice, I don't think anybody will want to stay in Ikorodu. And looking at Ikorodu, where most people prefer to stay because of the low housing cost, and it's saddening.
Yeah. Talking about Lagos State now, and it looks like there's a constant battle with cultists. If it's either cult groups are clashing or they're killing somebody, I mean, we hear about it almost on a weekly or monthly basis in different parts of Lagos. I mean, if it's not Ojo, it's somewhere in Mile 2 or it's Mile 12. You know, this in the short term, I understand you're talking about restructuring and the need for state police to conquer things like this, but in the short term, in a situation like this where what should we, state like Lagos, be looking at to do to probably help the situation? How do we start identifying these groups early enough before they I mean, 11 families in 3 weeks is not a joke. How do we start preventing things like this?
Well, first, I'm not a security expert, so it's just going to be my opinion. But what I'm going to say is that usually before, we used to have then when we were growing up, there used to be some vigilante group. Community by community, street by street, we have vigilante group who are trained by the police or by special corps, where they come around and police their community, give feedback when once they apprehend a criminal, they hand over to the police. I think this system should also be looked into. If subject can be revisited, especially before we had the state police in the Ikorodu and environment, you can have people that can identify the hideout of these boys, that can identify truly members of these boys as well, because that's really the right way to go. Intelligence gathering is really key, and if you don't know, and again, funny enough is that if you don't have people from that community, and you decide that you want to go and meet a random person and ask them about the Badu boys, you will be afraid to give you information, because after giving information and you get to know that the such individual is a seller, what happens to his family? Him and his family, that's an extinction. So these are issues that the police should look at. Majorly, it should be about having intelligence gathering and making use of people from that community, which is very key, and that's the only way they can.
Well, we hope that the Lagos State Commissioner of Police and the entire police hopefully tackles this as quickly as possible and nips this in the bud. I mean, it's very scary, because besides even the fact that it might seem far for a lot of people, but you don't know when it might spring up next. So hopefully they tackle this. Let's move on now to another success story for the police that has become almost entertainment for a lot of people, which is the capture, of course, of the kidnapper popularly called Evans. And I mean, it was a great victory for the Nigerian police. Job well done. Some people even said, okay, it's probably late, but at least it was done eventually, and he was captured alive, and he's hopefully going to help with further investigation and capture of other kidnappers. And it's just been quite interesting, the stories that have come out of all of this, how they worked, the groups that he controlled, how much money has been gotten from people. But this past week we heard that he's suing the Inspector General of Police for wrongful detention, because he has asked that he either be bailed or be charged. And a lot of Nigerians found that funny, but isn't that what the law should be?